that is not the best intro you've ever seen, then something is wrong with your head. Anyway, we have a match here against the very man who made that intro, none other than JC himself. This is such an old battle. This is from like yonks ago. Oh yeah, something fucked up on Wi-Fi there. This is from like 6 months ago or something stupid, and we decided to have one of those backwards battles. It's just really strange where you have to think backwards and try and lose the match instead of win it. So that's going to start in a bit, but first I want to say there are about 17 places left in the Ubers tournament, 26 left in the no items. If you haven't already checked out my tournament, I'll put a link in the description. Please go sign up. They're nearly full, so go do that. So I lead off with Gross, he leads off with Swallow. Now I want to get a hit on myself, and I should have switched there to get the extra damage on Pursuit, because that would have taken me down a bit more for later on, and I would have been able to, you know, maybe get some harder hits on me later. I went for the Earthquake just to do no damage, which was fine, and now he brings in a perfect thing for me to explode on, which is his Registeel, and actually does quite a bit, which I wasn't too happy about. I thought it'd do less than that, but thankfully he has leftovers, which is good for me, because it means that I will be able to, you know, lose health from my guys, but he's gaining back with Lefty, so that's good. I'm going to Heatran, and I'm going to go for the Hidden Power, I think. And yes, I've got the Hidden Power, and he predicts that, and I was like, no, because it's Hidden Power Electric, and that does loads to his Slowbro, so I was like, oh, damn it. So that was pretty bad for me. I should have gone for the Fire Blast, predicting him to predict me to not do that. This is really hard to think about. Anyway, I go to Metagross just to take the damage, and I thought he might do something else there, so I should have stayed in with Heatran to take the Surf, because that would have been a lot better. And he goes for the Psychic while I go for the Bullet Punch, where both of us aren't doing too much to each other, which is good for both sides. But I'm going to have to switch here, and I'm going to go to Boost Bug, predicting him to Psychic me again so I can get damage on myself, but he goes to Swallow. So now I go for the Bug Buzz just to do as little damage as possible, and he switches out to his Sceptile, and I was like, no, because it killed the Sceptile, and oh, that sucked for me, because that's just one of his guys down, and now he's up on me, and I am not happy about that. So I think it's 5-5. So he brings in Toxicroak. I don't know what it's going to do. I decided to stay in and sub, just to try and get down my health low as possible, and his Focus Punch takes out my sub, which is fine, because I can keep subbing down, and hopefully just get rid of my health as much as I can. And he Sucker Punches while I Hypnosis. Both fail, because one misses and one just misses anyway, because I didn't attack. So now he's going to switch to Slowpoke, bro, and I use Bug Buzz, and I was like, no, I'm just failing at this backwards prediction, and he's just all over me in terms of this backwards prediction. I'm like, ah! So that pretty much sucked for me. So he goes to Ross, and I'm like, come on, Ross is Haxy. This maybe will help me out by him getting hacks for me. I mean, like, against himself. So he Hidden Powers. I go to Scizor, predicting some fire move, which is stupid because it's backwards, so he wouldn't do a fire move anyway. And I don't know what to do now, so that didn't do much to me. I think I go for like a Bullet Punch or something, or I switch to Metagross, and at this point we're both like, well, like, we're both switching and stuff, and this is like going to go on for ages if we don't, you know, try and stop switching and just attack each other. So I think we try and stay in and attack each other for the next few turns, but I actually explode here. It was good to get rid of Metagross, but at the cost of taking out his Swallow wasn't great, because it meant that he's down another guy, even though I'm down another guy now. And that he's now up 3-4, I think. So yeah, that's kind of bad for me. He goes to Registeel, I go to Heatran, which sucks. I just go for the straight out Dragon Pulse to do as little as I can, but he's doing less with Iron Head. Luckily for me, he gets a crit on me though, so that does more damage than it would have done. So just every little helps, you know. So now I'm going to go back to Bug Buzz, and he goes out to his Boost Bug and his Emperor. And I sub again, and he subs, so now we're both trying to sub down and, you know, generally, you know, do that sort of thing. So I'm going to switch out to waste my sub, because that's the best thing to do in this type of battle, and so does he, and we both waste our subs by taking down our HP. So we both go out to Fire Guys, and I don't know what he's going to predict, but I predict some sort of other move, and he goes for Hidden Power, and it hits Scizor anyway, not very effective, which sucks. and I don't know kind of what to do now. So I was expecting him to maybe fire move because of flash fire, but whatever. I go for the bullet punch just to do solid little damage, and he's doing less than me, but he has life orb, which is that's really annoying for me because it means he's going to take himself down a lot. I go into his Stone Edge, which works quite nicely because it does a decent amount. But at the same time, I want to predict another fire move, and I go to Boost Bug. So he goes for a Calm Mind this time, which I'm like, okay, that's quite good for me because anything he hits me with now is going to do more damage than it would have done. So that's fine. So he withdraws and he goes out to his Registeel. I Bug Buzz, which is great because Bug Buzz is not very effective on that thing, and that's not going to do a lot. Plus he has lefties, as I said before, his health is constantly going back up. I should have really gone for the Air Slash there because it's less power and it's still not very effective. And he Toxics me, which is just like, yes, like that helped so much because it means if I sub now, then I'll be able to get the Toxic to kill me, and that'll be Boost Bug gone, and that's good and out of the way, and it's another less poke I have to worry about. But I did get the Pataya boost, which I'm kind of worried about using now, so I think I go for the Hypnosis, and it misses, which is, you know, great, whatever. It doesn't really matter because it means he gets a sub off, meaning his... Actually, that was bad because... Yeah, that was bad because if he'd fallen asleep, he wouldn't have lessened his HP by that much, which means that he would have been at higher, which would have been better for me. But I go to Lando regardless, and I pursuit his sub as he switches, which is fine, and it doesn't really do any damage, so that was okay. And he goes to Registeel. I'm stuck on Pursuit. I'm just going to keep pursuing this thing. And he Toxics me because it doesn't do anything. And now we're kind of like, we can't do anything to each other because we both want to lose. So the only way to do that is either use stupid moves or, you know, do stuff like this, like predicting his Toxic. I go to Snorlax to take it so that I can whittle my health down a lot more quickly. And then I go for a Body Slam, and yeah, he goes to Entei, which sucks because that's going to take the thing out after his Life Orb recoil. I was predicting he would stay in a Registeel and just do some random crap. He hits me with a Stone Edge, which does a lot to me, and I was happy about that. And I set up a Curse so that I don't know why I set up a Curse because that's going to make me harder to kill. I'm not really sure why, but I guess it's just me trying to stall myself out and get myself to die as quickly as possible. He goes to this guy, and by this point we're just like, none of us are going to win. This is just stupid, and it's like backward prediction is so hard. This is hard to narrate. I'm saying this, like doing it in itself and thinking about it, it's just like because you have to be thinking backwards the entire time, and it just makes no sense whatsoever. So I'm cursing as he sets up sub to get rid of his HP. I think I'm going to go down pretty soon to Toxic, which is great because Snorlax is gone then. And he is still got a sub up, which, you know, that's alright, I guess. But his HP is constantly being whittled away and going down and whatever. But I bring Heatran. I think pretty soon we both run because we'd see there's no point in continuing this match. So anyway, guys, definitely go and sign up to the tournaments. As I said, about 26 places left in each of them respectively. So I'll put the link in the description, and once they're all full up, I'll be able to start the tournament. So comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.